Well, I don't think I announced this one either, and I'm not even in my studio. I'm in a different room in my house, but I've got something for you guys today that oh, I didn't go to hair and makeup either. I got something for you that I want to share with you live. And again, I'm not even, I don't even, I can't talk today. I don't even know who to expect, how many people to expect. I don't know, but that's not the important thing here. If you're brand new, I'm Dr. Dave. This is Microdose U. This is a live pop up, and I'll try to announce them. I will. I promise you, I'll try to announce them in advance soon. But something happened. Blumsky, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm really glad we were able to connect here. So very, very cool. Thanks so much for being here. I got some news that I want to share. That's why I came on live. By the way, is my video okay? It seems like it's choppy, but as long as it's coming through to you okay, I think I'm good. Okay, well, I'm glad you're here as well, Blokesy. I'm really, really happy to see you. I've got some. The reason I did this live pop-up now is because see, look, I'm a mess. The reason I did this live pop-up is because I got something to announce that I think is so cool. And you've never heard me say this before. So anybody that's been, oh yeah, thanks. I'm glad the video's okay. On my end, it looks a little choppy, but we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with this. I recorded a podcast episode earlier today. I had a guest, and I didn't really know what was going to happen. I just kind of went into this. Okay, let's try. Let's see what happens. Let's try. But I'm going to tell you that this turned out to be what I think could be the best episode I've ever recorded and will produce, the best episode ever published. And it'll happen next Wednesday. Every Wednesday, I drop a new episode. I think this is the best episode I've ever done. And you can be the judge. Thanks for the heart. I think it's life-changing. I swear to you. I personally learned some things I think that are not I think. No, I shouldn't say I think. I learned some things interviewing this person today that are going to absolutely change my life. I'm positive. I am already positive, and I know for sure. I've never been so animated. I'm going like this. I know for sure it's going to be life-changing for so many people. Matilda, I am so glad you're here. I really appreciate you being here too. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I don't want to give anything away. I don't want to give it away, and I'm not going to. But I did want to come on and say that if you don't watch all my episodes or listen to all my episodes, the one that's coming out next Wednesday, again, every Wednesday, and they're all good. They're all good. But the one coming out next Wednesday is a must. And it went for 40 minutes. And I urge you, like, you gotta watch the whole thing. Trust me, you have to watch the entire thing. Oh my God. I wish I could just drop it tomorrow, because I can't wait until this thing comes out. I can't wait to see the response. I can't wait to see people say, this is it. Dr. Dave, this is it. I can't wait to see. I mean, I hope it happens. I know it's going to happen. And I think really big things are going to come out of this. So I'm super excited, as you can tell. That's all I want to say about that. I'll hang on and talk to you about anything you want for the next little bit of time. I've got a little bit of time now. I wanted to do this. And for those of you, I think maybe even Blokesy or maybe Matilda, I know a couple of you definitely said, Dr. Dave, please let us know when you're going live, because I don't want to miss anything. I know at least a few people said that to me. I apologize. This was, I was doing something earlier. I have the time now. I didn't have enough time to put a notice out and say, hey, I'm going live at, well, what's like 4:45 my time here, or 4:40 my time. I didn't have the time to do that. I just said, I'm going to just turn it on, hit record, hit play, hit broadcast live, whatever I hit, and whatever happens, happens. So I'm glad that you guys are here at least. And I know people will be watching this after the fact. And also something else I want to share. I got to admit, I don't even know much about this, but YouTube maybe a week or two ago said to me, hey, they just call me Microdose U. They don't know my real name maybe, but they said, Microdose U, do you want to be able to have some type of I don't even know what you call it. Let me see what it's called. Like some kind of a special paid sponsorship thing. I don't even know what it is. Let me just see. I'll tell you in a second. A membership, maybe membership, a membership offer, something like that. I don't know. I said, yeah, why not? I mean, if somebody wants to help support the channel. So somebody actually supported me, and I got like I think I got $1.39. And you know something? This is going to sound strange. That $1.39. And I have to look, I can't tell who did it though. I can't tell who actually sent this, but whoever did, and I'll find it, I'll figure it out. That $1 and what did I say, $1.38? That, what is it? $1.39 meant the world to me. I mean, you might say, well, it's $1.39, but no, it's not the money that matters. It's the fact that somebody actually said, yes, I'll support him. Sure, I'll send him. And so it doesn't matter. The amount means nothing. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. It means a lot. But the fact that it's $1.39 and somebody chose to do that, that made my day. Seriously, I swear to you, that $1.39 made my day. Anyway, Matilda says, how many microdosing clients have you guided? I don't know the number. I think somewhere in the, I'd have to ask Dr. Denise because she and I do that together. She helps me with that. I'm going to say somewhere, and it's fairly new. So I mean, not fairly, but it's we don't push it that much. But I'd say probably in the range of 20 to 30 to 40, something in that range. Like not a tremendous amount, but that's okay because every single person or client or whatever you want to call friend, follower that we help, we put our heart and souls into it. So even if we're one person, if let's say over the past year and a half, we only helped one person through coaching or personal sessions, that would still mean the world to me. So the number really doesn't matter, but I will tell you, we've had really, really good success with anybody that's going through our program. We don't just leave somebody hanging and say, okay, well, good enough, see you later. No, we don't do that. I'm not here to leave people hanging. I'm here to change lives. So thanks for asking that, Matilda. I was going to say something else. Oh, we did a, so you guys that are here on YouTube, I just want to share this with you also. I don't know if you know this or not, but we have a Patreon channel, and we have a decent number of members, but it's not tremendous. So the good thing about it, it's kind of like a little family, and I'm trying to do it's not just a live stream, but it's an actual live meeting where we can all see each other and interact with each other. And I just started a WhatsApp group for these live Patreon people, for the premium Patreon people as well. It's a pretty cool community. Again, you're here on YouTube, you don't have to do that, but it's something it's always in the show notes. It's a really, really cool community that's kind of turning into a little family. But since I'm here, and I'm surprised Eric's not here yet. Eric, you might catch it on the replay. I don't know. Eric comes to like every one of these lives. He's on almost every one. Bloke C, when do you think microdosing is necessary? As I've heard you in old episodes say before, to not wait for a disaster. Yeah, that's a really good question, actually. So, of course, it's better not to wait till you're like in a crisis mode to start microdosing. You don't want to let yourself get into a crisis mode. So if you really want my opinion, I think almost anyone could benefit from microdosing. I truly believe that, almost anyone, because again, it's even if you don't feel anxiety, even if you don't feel depression, even if you don't feel PTSD or the effects of PTSD or OCD, ADHD, all that stuff, even if you don't feel any of that stuff going on, it still has the ability. One of the greatest things that microdosing has helped me with has been figuring out things about where I want my life to go. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you so much, whoever. It's hard for me to tell who's doing the hearts, but somebody's giving a lot of hearts, just like this. I'll press it, just like boom, 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 like that. And so I appreciate it. Hey, Indigo, how are you? How's it going? Thanks for being here. So I'm a big fan because I think it helps open you up and guides you to your best life ever. For example, I've learned things about my body, about my health, which has my health has generally always been good, but I had some struggles a few years ago, and it's guided me along with my doctor, of course, but it's helped show me what I need to do. And that in itself is life changing. It helps you see things on different levels, on a different level than just living your ordinary life. Okay, I'm getting up, I'm going to work, I'm driving to work, I'm coming home, I'm having dinner, I'm hanging out with the family. Okay, those are all good, but it helps you see things way beyond that. If that makes any sense at all. And if you haven't microdosed, it might not make sense until you do it. And I'm not here to push certain medicine on, psychedelic medicine on anybody that doesn't feel that it's for them. That's the last thing I want to do. Like, only do it if you feel that it's for you and you want to explore and improve your life in many different ways. Getting back to this episode that I did today, this I recorded today. It won't be released. It won't be dropped until next Wednesday. But it was so powerful that I think it's going to open up like different opportunities for me. Somebody else, I can't say too much now, but somebody else already messaged me just before I went live here, just literally like 20 minutes ago. Somebody else just messaged me and said, I heard about this. I want to be a guest on your show. So I can't say too much more about it, but you have to see it next Wednesday when it comes out. But I think that some really cool things could open up. And when I do things, and if I'm more successful with the podcasting thing, then that means many, many, many more people all over the world will lead better lives. That means I'll be able to reach more people in different countries, and I'm in the United States and North America, wherever somebody might be on the planet. If I reach more people that are just hurting, just are hurting, uncertain about their lives, don't know what direction their lives are going in, sad, in not good health, maybe going through a very tough relationship. I mean, if I can touch people like that and help them more, then that's what I want to do. This is not about the money for me at all. And trust me, it's not about the money. You have to believe me with that one, because first of all, I am semi-retired and I have enough. I mean, I like to say that I'm very comfortable, and I don't have to push for money. So that puts me in a really good position that I'm here to help my fellow. I can't talk. I'm here to help my fellow human beings who might just be hurting a little bit or a lot. And it puts me in a really good situation because I don't have to beg people for anything. I don't have to sign people up for something to keep this show alive to make more money. Because I don't have to do that. And that's good for you, because you don't have somebody here who's motivated by money. I've got a nice house I live in. I'm comfortable. I've got a beautiful wife. My life is really good. I've been dealt a good hand. So now it's my turn to help others achieve happiness and stability and clarity in their lives. That's what I'm about. And guess what? Eric is here. Eric, before you came on, I said to everybody, I said, Eric shows up at almost every live stream. But I know, again, and I apologize. I totally apologize. I came home from finishing some things. I recorded. Eric, you missed it, but maybe you'll see it on the replay. I recorded this morning what I believe is going to be the best episode I've ever recorded to date for my podcast, for this show. I've recorded it. It's going to be dropped next Wednesday, and I want you to watch it from start to finish. You've never heard me say that. I don't think I've ever said that. But this is, you'll see what I mean. This is a 40-minute episode. I think it's going to change so many lives, including mine. I admit that I don't know everything. I mean, can you imagine I come on here? Oh, I know, I don't have to learn anything. I know everything. I'm here to share everything I know, but I don't need to learn anything else. No, you'll never hear me say that. I'm here to learn as much. And I learned this morning some things that I swear are life-changing. And the thing is, nobody's selling any program. Nobody's asking for money with this. It's something every single person can do for free. I promise. I promise you. You'll see. You'll see. Let me catch up on some comments here. Blokesy says, sorry, I can't talk right today for some reason. I'm like stuttering and stammering and all that, but you can understand me. You've helped me a lot, and I know for a fact you've helped so many people, and it's beautiful, and your energy will flourish. Blokesy, that means the world to me. That's more than $1 million to me. That's things like that inspires me to do more. I promise you. Matilda, have you heard success stories about microdosing for OCD? Yeah, Matilda. Oh, guess what? Yes, you asked that. I think, believe it or not, listen. This, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Hold on. 1 second. Yep. Guess what? Believe it or not, I've got it right there. Matilda, I was going to answer it on today's recording. However, the thing went 40 minutes. So this particular episode, I'm not going to be able to, I won't take any Q&A on it because it's 40 minutes long already. I'm going to close it. And then, but the next episode I will answer. But my answer is, Matilda, yes, absolutely. Yes. I'm a big fan of microdosing for OCD. In fact, I'll give you a hint of my answer. Let me see some of the things I made some notes because I'm going to answer your question. I promise you. I don't just say I do things, I do them. I'll answer it in a little more detail on the next episode I do, but loop disruption. These are just some bullet points I made. Loop disruption, serotonin regulation, because one of the receptors, the 5-HT2A receptor, the serotonin receptor, is also very, very heavily involved in OCD. So, and that's what psilocybin works on, that receptor. So the answer is yes. Also, pattern reset, anxiety reduction. Let's face it, OCD, anxiety is a pretty big component in OCD. So with anxiety reduction, it all comes into play. So my short answer is absolutely yes, but I will take care of you on the next episode too. Let's catch up here. Let's see. Have you can't wait for this episode. Thanks, Blokesy. I'm thrilled. Yeah. So all good. It's these things are gonna. I mean, what can I say other than? And you've heard me say this a lot. This is not new. Magic mushrooms have literally made me a different person, in a good way, a very good. I wouldn't say if it made me a bad person or like. I wouldn't be having a podcast about that. That would be terrible. But no, it's changed me. I continue to do maintenance type doses as needed. But my skin and somebody did ask me, and I've got this question coming up on the next episode as well. Somebody asked me about starting dose. That's very common. Starting doses, best schedules, which I'll talk about. I've talked about it a lot, but I know new people coming in want to know, and there's always updates I can give people as well. So it's great to have you all here. As I mentioned, it's funny. I think before some of you got on, I was thinking, and I still got to find out who did this because I got to figure out how to work this thing. But somebody on YouTube, paid $1.39 as a membership offer, which it thrilled me. I was just so happy. So that's all I have. Does anybody else have any quick questions I can answer before we I am really struggling with talking today. Hang on, guys. Mm-mm. Does anybody? How can we send you money? Oh, here's my Venmo. No, no, no. No, you don't have to send. No, the only thing that so here's the thing, bloke. See, I'm not sure. This is the thing. Like I said, YouTube started this thing called memberships with me. I got an email like a week or two ago. They said, "Do you want to start like some kind of membership thing?" I said, "Yeah, why not? Why not?" Um, and today or yesterday, somebody sent me $1.39, and it thrilled me. But I don't even know how the thing works. I'm not sure. So I think you have to go onto my YouTube channel and look around. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. And that's so kind of you to even ask me that question. Oh my God. I mean, you guys are the best. I really want to do more of these. I promise you I will. It's almost like, and like I was saying, Eric, I don't know if you heard me say this or not. I can't remember, but I promised many of you that I would give you advance notice if we're doing a live. But I had a lot of things I was doing today. I did that recording. I had some errands I had to run. I had to pick my car up somewhere, and then I came back to my home and I said, when I started, it was like 4:30 or 4:40 p.m. my time, Mountain Time in the U.S. I said, I'm going to go on and do a live because I want to tell everybody about this episode I recorded today. And I know it's not announced. I didn't have time to announce anything, but I'm just going to come on here, and whoever comes on, it'll be great to hang with you. And then many more people hopefully will watch it on the replay. So I wanted to do that. That's all. Matilda, thank you. Your channel brings me so much hope. Again, it's comments like that make my day. I mean, the $1.39, trust me, it made my day in a big way. Again, it wasn't because of the money. It was because somebody said, yeah, I want to help this guy. I'll send him $1. I'll send him a couple dollars. That makes my day because it is. I will tell you this. All kidding aside. It is expensive to run this show. I put it on YouTube. I put it on Apple and Spotify, and so I need equipment. So I do have a studio. Equipment is expensive, but I don't mind. I don't mind, and the website maintenance and development and all this other stuff I do. There is a great cost to all of this, but I don't mind because I love what I do. Look, I'll share something with you guys. I'll share, since we're like a little intimate family here. Let me just see. But that's okay. Have you ever a mushroom dose that is more than a microdose? Yes, I have, like a higher usual dose. Do you prefer one more than the other? Like a microdose of 2 grams? Yes. I can't say I prefer one over the other, only because they're all different. For example, like maybe this might have been 6 to 8 months ago. I think I did an episode about this. As a matter of fact, 6 to 8 months ago, I did a 2-gram dose. And I went to a company. Now I didn't drive because my wife was with me, and I told her I couldn't drive because I was going to be experimenting with like doing a larger dose to her. It was a yoga / sound bath session. So the first half was yoga, the second half was a sound bath, and it was wonderful. And it wasn't my first time doing that. However, the 2 grams, like almost nothing happened. Like, and I know it was good medicine. I'm positive it was the same medicine I always use. So it wasn't the medicine. That's the first thing you think of. Well, maybe it wasn't real. No, it was. I'm 100% sure it was real medicine. I don't know if it was my mindset. I don't know, because there were a lot of other people around in the class, and that kind of like mitigated the feeling. I don't know, but so I've done 2 grams where it didn't feel like much, and then I've done one where it felt like really, really, like really powerful. So everything's different. It's hard to say. I believe in microdosing. I do microdose, but occasionally I will take a larger. I've never done like a heroic 5 grams, 6 grams, 7 grams. I've never done anything that large. I'm not against it at all. And one day I might dive deep into that. But for right now, what I'm doing is working really, really well. My train of thought. I think here's what I want to share with you. Yeah, yeah, this is what I want to share with you because I haven't told this story much. I mean, since we're all here together, I'll share just a little quick story. Then we can say goodbye. Um, I don't know if many of you know this. Some of you might know. I don't hide it. I talk about it sometimes. I don't hide it whatsoever. I used to be a dentist. I used to be a dentist by profession. I used to early in my professional career. I used to have a dental. I owned a dental office. I would go in and see patients every day. It's a nice profession. I helped a lot of people. However, I didn't feel that being a dentist was my calling. I got very, very, very strong signals from the universe that, Dr. Dave, this is not what you should be doing. And I took them seriously because I never felt that being a dentist resonated with me like 100%. Yeah, I liked it. I helped people. I had a good profession, and there's good money, of course. There's decent money. You're not going to become a billionaire being a dentist, but it's decent enough money. But the universe, something or somebody was speaking to me saying, David, this is not what you should be doing. And I took that very seriously. And so what I did, I ultimately, in a very short amount of time, I practiced dentistry for 13 years. And in a very short amount of time, I morphed my dental practice into, I became a dental speaker. For lack of a better, there's not a great way to describe other than I became somebody fairly well known in the dental profession who I would travel around. But I did this with my brother. My brother Richard is also a dentist. We started this thing where we just started traveling around. We got speaking gigs and traveled around to almost every major city in North America, well into Canada, oftentimes, Toronto, Vancouver, London. I've spoken all over North America many times for decades, and I thought I was very good at it, very successful, and it was very good for me. It was very good for me until it wasn't. And around May of 2020, I just said, and that was right around when COVID was really big. I just said, this is not serving me anymore. I just can't be doing this anymore. I was starting to really have some depression and a lot of anxiety about my life and things. And that's when I stopped doing that. No turning back. I had a really good run of several decades, but no turning back. And that's when I started using psilocybin because this depression and anxiety was creeping up on me, and nothing else seemed to be helping. And nothing I tried to do, talk therapy, pharmaceutical, that stuff just wasn't. It wasn't guiding me to the best life ever. So that's when I really started getting deep into this. And like I said, I don't think there's any coincidences. I was guided somehow to this and to ultimately help other people. And I will tell you this, I absolutely love this every single day. I feel like I'm just blessed that I can speak to people all over the place and help them make their lives better in some way. I thank the universe every day for being able to do this. And again, like I made my money from the past, and I'm not doing this to have a big windfall of money. I don't need to do that. So that's why I think the universe kind of set this up for me in some way. It set it up so I could do this in a way from my heart without having to worry about too many other things. And I love it. Like when I see things like these comments, like Eric is on almost every live stream here, and see comments about you're the best. Matilda say, I mean, and and I don't think I'm the best. I think I'm a regular guy. But hearing somebody say that I've helped them in some way or inspired them, it makes my day. It makes my month. It makes my year. Let's catch up a little bit, then we can say goodbye. Matilda. I started microdosing and I feel great. That's if we just stopped right there, that would be awesome. But now I feel so confused. It's like I feel uncertain about my new identity with less anxiety and overthinking. I feel a bit sadness that I did not found. Matilda, I'm so sorry. So on some level you feel great, but on another level it's confusing and maybe a new identity that you have to deal with in some way. Um, how can I help you here? How long have you been microdosing? Again, because I think over some people think that microdosing just, like you start microdosing, then in a week or two or a month, everything's gonna be perfect. But no, it takes time. And some things that I didn't learn in my first year, I learned maybe in my second or third, but everything continued to get better and better and better. Oh, for a couple of weeks, Matilda. Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. Stay with it. Stay with the program. Keep doing it. You will be amazed at how much you learn. And if it's comforting at all in any way to you, I've been through even times when I got back from my road trip that I just went on last month, the month of May and June. When I got back from my road trip, I was on the road for 51 days. I even felt some weirdness, like, where do I belong? Should I be back on the road? I felt a little sad because I had to leave the road. So we're still human and we still have emotions, but Matilda, you're gonna be fine. I think I feel sadness about what I have been missing. Okay, well, so you're discovering what you've been missing. And as Eric says, and by the way, Info Warrior is Eric. I referred him as Eric, but we could say Info Warrior so everybody will know who he is. And what's that crown that says number one? What does that mean next to your name, Eric? I want to know. It says crown with a crown number one. So that's very, very cool. That's great. But how do you get that? Are you the one? Are you the one that said sent me $1.39 and then they gave you this crown? I don't know. If you are, I really thank you because somebody did it. I'm not sure who did it. But so I'm going to say, so Matilda, how old are you? Can I ask how old you are? Is that okay? Because I'll share this with you. I'm 70, and I'm sure there have been things that I've been missing out on in my life. And guess what? From what I shared with you earlier, the podcast that I did, that I recorded, that's going to come out next Wednesday, I learned that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I've missed. I've got the power to do pretty much whatever I want from this point on. Matilda, you're 32. You're young. You've got your life in front of you. I want to share this with you. You're going to be great. I promise you. Stick with us here. As you know, I do offer one-on-one coaching if you feel you ever need it. I'm not so sure you need it right now. You might not need that, but just in case you get into a bind and you feel like you're in a really, really tough crisis, or you want to really work one-on-one, then we're here for you. Otherwise, if you don't need it, keep doing what you're doing. You're 32. You just started microdosing. I wish I learned about this when I was 32. My life would have been, my life is great. It's been great, but I think it would have been better. Because I think some of the mistakes I might have made, maybe I wouldn't have gone that direction. So you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be great. Bill D. Dr. Dave finally caught alive. Keep up the good work on informing the mic. Hey, thank you very much, Bill D. As a matter of fact, I think, wait a minute, is this you? Wait, hang on one second. Oh, no, I thought I was mixing. Never mind. But Bill, hey, I truly appreciate that. Like I said to others here that have made some comments and some other things, I said, this is what I live for. Helping others, and then just getting a tiny bit of feedback that I'm changing lives, and that's good for me. That is good enough for me because I'm able to change lives, and I think that's really what I'm meant to be doing on this planet. Let's see. I don't know the crown thing. It's some new YouTube chat. Yeah, Eric. Eric Info Warrior. I don't know how to get that, but congratulations for getting it. Oh, it says up here. It says top fans. So you're a top fan. YouTube has paid you as a top fan, and deservedly so, because you're here on every live stream and you always comment on my videos. So the algorithm is to say, hey, this guy, Info Warrior, he's a good guy. He's a big fan. So good going with that one. Okay, Blokesy, Zev, I've got to remember that. Let me if I forget in the near future, once it's burned into my brain, we're good. Like in other words, Info Warrior Eric, I always remember that. I don't have a crib sheet. I don't have notes. But since I'm just learning your name is Zev today, let me make a note. So Bloxy, Zev, I will try my best, but if it takes a couple times, then please don't get upset with me. Let's see, I'm going to make a note right here. By the way, I love my pen. I talked about it on this past episode, I think, the one that just came out yesterday. Bloxy. I am writing this down. Zev. Sweet. Excellent. I was going to say something else important. What was it now? Oh my God. I'm all over the place. I don't know what I was going to say. It was something. Maybe it was something. I don't know, but it's okay. I don't have to say anything because you know why? Because you all are here with me. And I promise, I've got 2 promises for you. I promise I'm going to be doing more of these because I'm having a blast. I took too much time off from the live streams. Eric would know that. Info Warrior Eric would know that. I took too much time off. I missed you guys. And I'm going to do more of these on a regular basis. And I'll try my best to say early on, hey, we're doing one today or tomorrow at 4 p.m. or at certain times. I'll try my best to do that. So I'm glad we did this today. And I didn't even plan to talk this long. I figured I was going to come on. My main goal was to say, I recorded an episode today and it's perhaps the best one I've ever done. Listen to it next Wednesday or watch it next Wednesday. That's what I planned to do. But now, 37 minutes into this thing, I'm having such a blast with you guys. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I did it. But it's almost dinner time here. I've got to do something about for dinner with my wife. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye. But don't be surprised if tomorrow I say we're going to do another live stream, because I think that's what it's all about now. Zev, I am so glad. People like you, people like Matilda, who were not sure of the timing of things like that, but you wanted to catch a live stream live. I'll tell you what you do. Just hang out with Info Warrior Eric. Hang out because he somehow has some kind of notification where he never misses one. And he's up in Toronto. I think Toronto. I know Ontario, but I think Toronto or near Toronto. Either in Toronto or near Toronto, but definitely in the 416, which is Ontario. So yeah, I had a feeling somehow. I had a feeling you were in the UK with your name, with your screen name there. I had a feeling. It's bedtime. So what time is? Let me just take a guess. It's probably, don't tell me. If it's 4, if it's almost 5, it's 5 something here. That means 7 something. It's probably, I'm going to guess like after 2 a.m., maybe something like that. Somewhere at 2 a.m. or later. So I'm going to guess. That's my guess. I'm sticking to it. Let me see if I'm close. I could always just look it up real quickly here, but I didn't. Or it's 0019. Oh, I thought it was later. Why did I think it was a little bit later than that? But okay, so it's still early. Although these days that's late for me. I usually get to bed. I try to get to bed by 9 or 9:30 every evening because I get up at 5:30 and start my day and do stuff. And because the morning for me is the most powerful part of the day. I get stuff done really well in the morning. And I love it. I eat a really good breakfast and I generally work out. And so I go to bed early. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. I welcome everybody. And if you're watching this on the replay, and if you've gotten this far, I mean, we're 40 minutes into this. If you've gotten this far, try to make it live because there's nothing like being with us live because we can all interact and be cool together. Bye, guys. Love you. Talk to you really, really sooner than you probably think. Okay?